In 1990, I met the most wonderful girl I've ever met. Beautiful, very beautiful girl. And I really fell in love with her. And she fell in love with me, luckily. We got married. It was good. We had 3 children. It was very good. Loved them all. And we enjoyed life. You know, we traveled, saw many things. We tried many things. We also had our issues. We all have. Unfortunately, she died very young. She was only 47 years old. But I would like to tell you some of the things that she had, that she was talking about, what she thought would be important, and quotes and so on. And one thing we talked a lot about during the years is that as we grow older, she said, it's very interesting because, I mean, I've lived 57 years now, so she died 10 years ago. But she would say as we grow older, it's like you see through the same eyes, right? But you just grow older, you get older, your body is doing what it does, your mind is learning and adapting, and you're experiencing. But deep inside, you actually learn a lot of things, but you watch the world with the same set of eyes. And the more I think about that quote, that you watch the world through the same eyes, no matter how old you get. When she said that when we were young, it didn't make the most of sense to me. I have learned to value it later on in life. So what I want to say about that is, like, if you watch some elderly people, you may count me as one of the elderly people now. They certainly do in the gym, right? Called me the old gym dad. But anyway, what I want you to think about is, like, parents, grandparents, great grandparents, when they talk about life, when they talk about things that happens to them, and how they see life and how they would do if they were younger today. And you think, like, yeah, what do they know about life? What do they know about living in today's life? They know. Believe me. I didn't see that when I was younger, but I see it now. They see the world through the same eyes they looked at the world with 30, 40, 50, 80 years ago. It's the same eyes looking. They remember, hopefully. So think about this when some people say to you, yeah, and you think they're so old, what do they know? They actually do know. And they see the world. They smile when they experience something, when they see an old friend, see pictures or whatever it is. They actually see them, and it awakens those feelings they had maybe 50 years ago. And many of us, we don't think about that. I certainly didn't. I really didn't think about that when I was younger. I didn't evaluate that. Didn't bring value to me. But now I have learned the truth of those words. You see the world through the same eyes you did when you was 15, 10, 20. It's the same eyes looking, and you are just adding new to your library of knowledge and experiences. So if we can adapt that to our life, learn more from it, and help to respect other people. And that was one of the reasons why I actually married this lovely woman, because I saw her giving very deep respect to her grandmother and to her parents. She honored them in a respectful, loving, good way. And when I saw that, I chose, like, she's a wife material. She's really something special, and she was, right. Unfortunately, she fell sick to alcohol, and it took her life eventually. But even at some of her last times we were together, it was still the same eyes that looked out into the world and discovered that it was when we were young, when we were fooling around, when we were driving motorbikes together, going on holidays together, doing funny things as a couple, as a young couple with 1 child, 2 children, or 3 children, right? Same eyes. So cherish the people amongst you that are older. I know when you are old, I know it. I remember being 20 years old and we met someone who was 29. And it was like, oh, they are old. It's so cool that they still do this and that, even though they are so old, right? Going to the gym or being sporty or whatever it was. Like, it was cool they still did that, being so old. And then look at me, right? Going to gym 5 times a week and lifting like there's no tomorrow. And I'm 57. But I'm still looking at the dumbbells. I'm still looking at the beautiful girls or the handsome, strong dudes in the gym with the same eyes and admiration I did when I was 20. Please have a think about this, how important, and try to reason about this saying that my loving wife said back then. You look at the world through the same eyes as you did when you were very young. It is a really strong message. So remember to honor your elderly in the family, your friends. And you know what? Normal adults, normal what you want to call them, elderly people, gray-haired people and so on, we actually like if you would come just sometimes and ask questions. You know, ask about old crazy shit, because we were so lucky. We were around before cameras, before social media, before all of these things. And I think for me, it was a blessing in disguise, because it saved me from a lot of trouble that there was no cameras. And I will tell you about that another day. Because they were so stupid. For the fun of it, I joke around that if there was cameras and phone cameras and everything when I was young, I would probably only have been released 5 years ago from prison. I didn't do anything wrong, like illegal stuff or anything. It's the joke. We did so many funny, stupid things, and there's no evidence we did it. But you know what? We saw it with our eyes. We still have the fond memories. We still jiggle about it. We can still, do you remember when we did that crazy shit? And people are like, I know, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So please think about that. Doesn't matter how old you get, you see the world through the same eyes. Honor that, respect it, and then ask some questions to the old people, because we do have some stupid stories to tell you if we want to admit it.